It's been brought to my attention that a human being is capable, has the potential. No, I want to say capable. The potential is there, but we're talking now about possibility and capability. A human being is capable of sustaining himself, herself, energetically without the need for energy from dense sources in the form of food, for nutrition, for sustenance, for health and well-being. One of the primary ways of going on about this venture of being sustained of the energy is the practice, the ancient practice of sun gazing, of staring directly at the sun. And if you stay long enough on this video, I will share with you practically, step by step, how to go on about this. Okay? First of all, I want to talk a little bit about the sun. The sun is it's a primal element. It's a representation of the element of fire. You might have heard about the 4 basic elements to life. In fact, there's 5 of them. There's 4, but then the 5th one is sort of argued, but it's there. You have earth, you have air, you have water, you have sun, and then you have space. Okay, so really there are 5 elements. Now, I'm not here to argue about metaphysics. I'm just showing you these are the elements that make up life. The sun is the fire element. And if one is able to align themselves energetically with the elements, with these 5 elements, earth, air, water, fire, space, then you are in effect capable of sustaining yourself energetically from sources that are more subtle. See, right now we are sustained energetically because you want to look at everything in terms of energy. That's sort of the first step to understand yourself and understand the world around you, is look at it in terms of energy. So when you look at food, don't look at calories and minerals and vitamins. Look at it as energy. And if you ask yourself the simple question, why do I eat? The answer is very obvious, energy. And then there comes the taste and there comes the enjoyment of it, which is what most of us are eating primarily for. We're primarily eating for pleasure and taste, okay? And it's leading to a lot of diseases. You know, there's that old adage, all diseases start in the gut. And it's true, all diseases start in the gut. So the idea is that we want to take the pleasure that we get from food, because it is a pleasurable thing. There is a desire. We're pleasure-seeking creatures. We're pleasure-seeking beings. We want to direct this desire for pleasure from denser forms of energy and direct it towards more subtle forms of energy that not only will sustain us for free and longer and healthier and make us live longer and have better skin and better health and better everything, but they feel a bazillion times better, right? Like pleasure-wise, if we're talking about the pleasure return investment value, okay? So it's called, you'll hear me say this a lot, it's called giving up the little candy bar for the big candy bar later on. And that's, if you want to think of sun gazing and sort of aligning yourself with the energy of the sun to become more and more a solar-powered being, a solar-powered human. Now, your skeptical mind's gonna say that's not possible. Science shows us you need food. You're gonna starve. You're gonna if you go on without food or water for this amount of time, you're gonna die and starve, and that's it. Well, that could happen, that could happen, but there are many people living alive at the moment that have already defied these things, and they've even gone under case studies and have proven, you know. And I'm going to share with you the name of the man that I am sharing his method on sun gazing. His name is Hira Manek. All you have to do is do a simple research, H-I-R-A, Hira Manek, M-A-N-E-K. He's got a talk, it's an hour and 30 minutes almost. Watch it. That's I'm sort of summarizing the very basics of it in this video, but I want to show you first. I want to make you understand your relationship to the sun. Okay, so when we talk about food, so let's take this melon for example, right? This melon is a denser form of energy. And where its energy coming from? It's coming from the sun. Okay? This is second-hand solar energy. That's what food is. That's how I look at food now. When I saw this, you know, it's like you can't unsee it anymore. This is second-hand solar energy. So I look at food now as sunlight, as solar energy, second-hand, middleman. Food is the middleman between you and the sunlight. Now, what if I told you, let's pull a Morpheus on you here. What if I told you that you could cut out the middleman and you could go straight to the big boss? And again, your scientific, rational, logical mind is going to say no. Okay, well, that's that little fella that's making your life miserable. Okay, that's him, that's her. And you're going to have to work with that skepticism if you want to level up to the next level. See, skepticism is one level of the game. As you move on, evolution of consciousness, evolution of soul, you get to a level where you're skeptical. That's just one level of the game. And then if you want to go to the next level, you've got to transcend the skepticism. So, hear me out. Hear me out. The practice of sun gazing is an ancient practice. It has been practiced in China. It has been practiced in Patanjali's yoga and all the subsequent yoga systems, and there are yogis in the Himalayas and otherwise living off the sun, living off the energy, living off the prana, living off cosmic energy through meditation. The examples are endless. The man of the name that I gave you, Hira Manek, he has gone through 3 scientific studies already, case studies. One of them, he lasted for 411 days without food, okay, and this is documented. He submitted himself to NASA now. You know, he's working with NASA. He's gone through 3. One of them, he went for 411 days and they just stopped the experiment because, not because he broke it or ate or anything, but because they realized that this man can go on forever. And he attributes pretty much his powers to the sun. Okay, he says, you know, in 9 months, believe it or not, in 9 months, if you do this earnestly and you do it with the right mindset and the right intention, and we're going to talk about that, okay, with the right mindset and the right intention. So much more I can say about the sun, about the power of the sun. Everything around us is a manifestation of the power of the sun. The sun is the physical God of the universe because God is light. Consciousness is light. The clear white light. And every philosophy, every respectable philosophy and religion that really gone deep down the rabbit hole, they talk about the clear white light. That's the nature, they call it in Buddhism, the nature of mind, the clear white light, the Tibetan Book of the Dead. Yogis talk about it all the time. If you want to see the clear white light, put on a blindfold, sit down and do holotropic breathing, /Wim Hof breathing, whatever variation. And if you do this for 30 minutes to an hour, you will see the clear white light that I'm talking about. Okay, it's actually not that hard to see, not that hard to get into, and it could make you literally just dissolve in tears of just like it's like you are. This is it. Okay, so the clear white light. God is formless. God is light. The clear white light. Now, reality has levels, different levels to it. Okay, so everything, the denser and denser we go into the frequency, the denser and denser we go into the energy manifestation, it still is a projection of the level above it, of the level above it, of the level above it. You see, it works like that. It's a, you know, it's a projection of the level above it, of the level above it, of the level above it. Everything you look at is sort of a manifestation of that. So then, if at the highest level, it's the clear white light, it's light. Okay, if it's at the highest level, it's the light. Then go down below. We live in a dense, this is a dense reality, dense realm. Physical existence is one of the denser planes. They call it one of the lower planes, denser planes, right? It's quite dense. You know, things take time to manifest, and their physical things appear to be physical, and, you know, it's a dense existence, dense realm. However, the same laws apply. There must be a God here that is a manifestation of light, and that is the sun. The sun is a star, right? So the sun and every star has its own solar systems and planets and everything that comes with it. So the sun, our solar system, the God of that solar system, the supreme ruler, is the sun. Okay, the sun is the supreme ruler of Earth, the supreme ruler of Mercury, the supreme ruler of Jupiter, of Saturn, everything that falls underneath that star system. That's the supreme ruler. The star in that system is the big boss. Okay, that is God. So as you can see, we're living under the sun. And the sun is, because consciousness gives rise to creation, gives rise to everything. Therefore, the sun, the soul, the star, the sun, our sun, gives rise to the creation that takes place in this planet here and all the other planets in this solar system. That is everything that happens, all the creation, animal life, plant life, human life, which is, you know, an evolution of animal life, which is an evolution of plant life, which is an evolution of, you go on and on and on and on, and at the heart of it, it's the sunlight that gives this life, that gives rise to creation, to its creation. That is God manifested in the form of sun, in the form of the light. It's the light, right? That's why everybody gets so happy when you see the sun, right? It's just amazing. That's why you have all the depression and suicide issues in countries that have like 6 months winter and they don't see the sun. I mean, that's God. You're not seeing the physical God of the universe. Of course you're going to be depressed. Of course. That's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. So, as you can see, right? This is God. And if you lose your connection to the physical God, there is a good chance you're going to lose your connection to the metaphysical one. Okay? The one that is giving rise to all of this. Now, that does not happen all the time. There are people that are capable of being the light, being the sun within them, right? Regardless. And that's when you go up the ladder of your journey, of your consciousness journey, you become the sun, so you don't even care about anything anymore, right? But there is a tendency that if you care so much about, if you are emanating the light within you, the sun within you, that you will be attracted to the sunlight, that you will want to spend time with the sun. So it kind of, again, it goes hand in hand, right? So bottom line, if you would like to connect to the light being that you are, you have to have a good relationship with the sun. And when I came to this understanding, see, understanding is very important because then your actions are based on your understanding. I'm up by 6 a.m. every single day now. It's not a negotiable. It's a non-negotiable. It is a non-negotiable. It is a non-negotiable. Because I realized, I'm like, oh, okay, I have to, this is my relationship with the God of the planet, of everything that is within it. Okay, I'm living on this planet, I'm a creature of this planet, then I abide by the laws of God, by the laws of the sun. Therefore, I'm up by 6 a.m. now. I don't care. I don't care. If I stay up until 4, I'm up by 6. Now I don't care. It's a non-negotiable. because I understood the importance of having a solid connection with the sun. This is God we're talking about here. This is no joke, okay? So, now that I made my point, hopefully I stirred up your curiosity about this and stirred up your interest and maybe broadened your understanding a little bit of your connection with sunlight. Let's actually talk about practical ways to strengthen that connection, first of all. And second of all, if you are daring enough to start to be sustained more and more from the sunlight, okay? Whether you actually end up being totally solar powered, no longer needing food, no longer hungry, it's a different matter. But everybody watching this, everybody, through consistent and loving practice and humble practice of sun gazing, you could be able to replace a great deal of your food intake. If not eradicate it altogether, I'm here to tell you, you could be largely, let's say, solar powered, because we're hybrids, human beings. We're hybrid. We could take our energy from denser forms like food, and we could also take it from more subtle forms, okay? So, all of that being said, the method, and this is from the man himself, Hira Manek, okay? So, first of all, you're gonna start with just 10 seconds, and you're gonna do it either or both, up to you, within the first hour of sunrise or within the last hour before sunset, because at that period the rays are safe, okay? And you can always check it, you know, you can go on your local weather network and you can check it, okay? UV rays have to be, in order for you to stare at them safely, between 0 and 2. And usually within the first hour of sunrise and 1 hour before sunset, the UV rays for the sun is between 0 and 2. So it's totally safe, okay? You got nothing to worry about there. And you could do it either in the morning, either in the evening, or both. It's up to you. It really is up to you, okay? So, first day, you go 10 seconds, and then you increase it by 10-second increments, and you keep increasing and increasing and increasing. Theoretically, if you do it every day, and if you're lucky enough to live in somewhere where there's a lot of sunlight, I'm going to give you the theoretical part of it. In 3 months, you'll reach 15 minutes of sun gazing, staring at the sun. In 30 minutes, you'll reach 30, in 6 months, you'll reach 30 minutes. And then in 9 months, you'll reach 45 minutes. And when we're operating at those levels, there is a potential for you to be totally sustained off the sun at that point, okay? Now, if you're not going to be fully sustained for whatever reason, it's okay. I think you're going to still be largely sustained. Now, I'm carrying out this experiment. I only started sun gazing very recently. It's my 3rd day today, okay? So, but I am very keen and very curious about this, and I will be documenting everything with you guys here. I previously mentioned in a previous video about how I am undertaking this venture of becoming what they call Breatharian, you know, fully sustained by prana. So it's a process, and you have to be humble all the way through. So you increase it by 10-second increments every day. If you have, let's say, 2 cloudy days and then sunny days, it's okay. You pick up from where you left off. Simple, very simple. Don't complicate it, okay? And you're just looking. There's no complication to it. You're just staring at the sun. You'll see that when you stare at the sun, you'll just immediately get in a meditative state. Don't complicate it. I like to hum and do breathing while I'm looking at it, but even that disappears because I'm just in the presence of the magic of the sun, and I'm just looking at it, and it's beautiful, okay? So you do that, you increase it by 10-second increments, you skip 2 days if there's cloudy or whatever, you didn't have the time, it's okay, you pick up. You didn't do it for 3 days, but you picked up at 1 minute, now you do 1 minute, 10 seconds. Okay, and you keep moving forward. The benefits are immense. Now, I'm already talking about being largely sustained, if not fully sustained, off the power of the sun, as far as your energetic needs go. However, if you're just interested in the other benefits, say goodbye to depression. I'm sorry. If you're up at 6 a.m. and you're going and looking at the sun, you ain't getting depressed. I don't care how. Even if a loved one just died, you'll be sad down there, like deep down in your heart. You'll be sad, okay? You'll be grieving. You'll be crying, but you'll snap out of it if you're always with the sun, with the light, because the light will remind you that don't worry, death is just another transformation. You're the light. It'll remind you of all of this. It'll consult you, okay? So I'm here to tell you, you're not getting depressed if you do this, okay? The benefits are immense. You know, any depression, anxiety relief, being in the moment, being in flow, better skin, and come on. It's a sunlight, you know. I'm not here to discuss the physical and mental benefits too much. I like to think of them as natural byproducts. I'm more interested, for me personally, and you know, I may be imposing this on you, but I'm just please forgive me, but this is what I'm really interested in, right? Is to be sustained largely energetically, because I look at everything as energy now, energetically, from the sun and from other practices as well. Now, it is recommended that you stand still on the earth, barefoot, connected to either the sand or the dirt, not grass, sand or dirt, okay? And that'll kick-charge you, supercharge you. Now look, in the beginning, don't complicate it. See, like right here where it is in Canada, it's like cold, it's sunny, it's -20, you know, it's still cold. Don't complicate it. You know, I have my shoes and I just go anywhere where I can see the sunrise. Okay? In the beginning, don't complicate it. I told you guys I'm moving to Thailand soon. That won't be an issue, you know? We pretty much sunlight 11 months of the year, 10 months of the year. So that won't be an issue. Beaches, sand. But I'm saying, you know, aim for that. But if that's not happening right now, it's okay. Make use of what you have in the moment. Right? So, again, preferably, ideally, you want to be standing on sand, or you want to be standing on the dirt, not grass, dirt, and then feel your connection to the earth, and then sun gaze. Look at the sun. Okay? Again, you're just looking straight. Nothing complicated about it. You're just looking at it. Now, I know you guys are gonna have a lot of questions, blah blah. Just ask them, and I'll answer them, and maybe make future videos about it, because I'm taking this practice quite seriously now, and quite, you know, religiously. You know, I have recording limit again. As I was saying, I have a paper here. I record everything. I record my times. I'm up at 6 a.m. My alarm takes at 6 a.m. and I have zero hesitation to get up. Zero hesitation to get out of bed. Okay? Because I realize this is, right now, at this point in my life, one of the most important things in my life. Because I'm barely eating as is now, and this is going to be my new source of energy. Okay? So, as I was saying, I'm going to be documenting my journey with this, and you know, I'm aiming for this to be, you know, I'm hoping to be fully sustained by the sun, or largely, let's say. I definitely can be largely sustained by the sun. I know this because I'm already sustained through other means of energy now, without eating much. Okay, so I know when I add this practice of sun gazing, I can see where things can go. If not fully sustained by the sun, I'm definitely going to need even less food. I know this. So I'm going to document this with you guys. Now, very, very important thing to talk about. This is very important. If you stayed until here, first of all, I salute you. You have to understand this, okay? You can't come at this from a place of ego, meaning, you know, I'm going to do this, I'm going to accomplish this, and this and that. No. The sun does not take very favorably to this position of wanting to beat the sun, of wanting to take energy from the sun. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. The way it works, if you want the sun to truly sustain you and truly give you everything, the sun is loving. The sun loves everybody. It shines on everybody. It shines on criminals, shines on thieves, it shines on scums, shines on animals, plants, good people, bad people, you name it. Okay? The sun loves you. The sun loves you. Okay, it doesn't care. It loves you, but you have to respect the sun. You have to be humble to it. So a little bow to it in the beginning. You know, maybe a few gratitude prayers Send the sun some love. Be humble to it. Bow to it. So what I like to do, I like to bow to it because it isn't an adversary. It isn't an enemy. See, if you're coming at it from an ego place, you're coming at it from, I'm going to beat you. Yeah, good luck. Good luck. Because you won't even be able to look at the sun. And it'll end up damaging your eyes. Okay? No. You got to be careful with this. Okay? You bow down to the sun. You be humble to the sun. You offer your love and warmth to the sun. Okay? You give the sun the recognition that you're the boss. Okay? You give the sun the recognition, the gratitude. The way you give the sun the gratitude, the recognition that the sun is the boss is through your gratitude. Just show gratitude for your existence, gratitude for your beauty, gratitude for your warmth, gratitude for your magnificence, gratitude for your presence in my life, gratitude for your energy, for the food that I'm eating. That is you, really. That is sunlight, sun energy. For the nourishment, for the warmth, the beauty, the love. Okay? You give your gratitude to the sun and then you're okay. Then proceed ahead with your sun gazing. Proceed ahead with your intention, with your plan to be sustained off the sun if that's something you're interested in. Or be, let's say, largely. Think of it as another source of energy. You're a hybrid. You can get your energy from foods, denser material, or you can get it from more subtle ways. Meditation, okay, and then sunlight, solar energy. And yeah, many other ways too. Okay, grounding, breathing exercises, pranayama, right? These are all different ways of getting energy. You know, if you start to think of your relationship with the universe around you in terms of energy, an energetic relationship, then really a lot changes from there. A lot changes from there. And if you can cut down most of your food intake, you're going to be 10 times healthier than you are now. Okay, the digestion takes 50% of your energy. It disturbs the rising of the Kundalini energy, okay? Because the Kundalini rises like the sun rises, okay? And if your digestive system is in jeopardy, which is a good 99.9% of humanity right now, then that's where the Kundalini stops. That's where the rise of that energy, of that light energy, the sun, stops, okay? If you could eat as little as possible, okay, then you really free up tremendous amount of energy that can move upwards, okay, causing you feelings of bliss and ecstasy and pleasure, because we're pleasure-seeking beings. You might say, well, I'm giving up the pleasure of life is to eat. There are higher pleasures. It's called giving up the little candy bar for the bigger candy bar. So I'll finish off the video here, okay? And I will continuously document this with you guys, okay? This is a new profound addition to my toolbox, is the practice of sun gazing. And in fact, my entire decision to move to Thailand is based off two things. And the first one, not the second one, and they go in order. First one is for the sun, okay? The sun. The sun has been calling me for the last 4 months. And really, I missed it here in winter. I really did. You know, really, really did. And I miss it every winter. I love the sun. I always love the sun. You know, in the summer, I spend 5 hours under the sun. Almost 4 times a week. I'll go out and spend 5 hours just sunbathing. Okay? And I really missed it. And the sun's been calling me there. That's the first and most important reason why I made the move there. Then it's cheap. That's the second one. Okay? But that's the second one, believe me, not the first one. So if you knew the importance of the sun, you would restructure your life around the sun. You would literally restructure everything that is in your life because you're doing it for God. This is the God manifested in the physical level. And every solar system have their own God, which is just, again, a manifestation of the metaphysical light, the clear white light, a level down below. So I will continuously document my journey. If you have any questions about this, I'll do my best to answer them based on what I'm learning, okay, based on everything that I'm learning in regards to the practice of sun gazing and regarding the sun itself, the energy of the sun. So I want to give many special and lovely, sunny thanks to our Patreons who are generously supporting this channel. Okay, you know, you guys are like the sunlight. You know, you guys are like the sunlight to this channel. You know, you're just giving love and warmth and beauty, and thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys. Here's a big kiss, and I'm sending you beautiful sunny vibes your way. Thank you very much. If you would like to shine your sun, shine your light on this particular manifestation of God, this community that we're creating here, Saeed Mobayed, right? It's a community. If you'd like to support us with as little as $2 a month, cup of sun-charged water. I know I say cup of tea, but you know, I'm getting into sun-charged water now. So you could sponsor sun-charged water, okay? And that sun-charged water will give me a lot of energy, and I can keep doing this. I can direct my full energy into this, doing it full-time, because right now I do it part-time, okay? And then we could do some other cool stuff, like maybe host retreats and start a charity and do other things. Okay, so if you'd like to help us out, help the growth of the community, yeah, you can do that with just $2 a month. Shine your sunlight, baby. Shine like the sun. Give me your love. Give me your warmth. Okay. And if you can't do that financially, or you don't want to do that financially, it's okay. Just shine your love and beauty and love in the comments. That will be just as good. And if you don't even want to do that, just do it in your heart. Okay? That is good enough. And until next time, may the force be with you.